Ndị be anyị ekeneni m unu n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị sị na ya dịrị ndị Igbo na mma. Dịka o si dị, ihe a bụ Igbo Media ka anyị si wee na-ewetara unu ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasịta maka ana Igbo and Igbo community and ihe debe na Nigeria. Ya bụ ife ka anyị na-ewetara unu na Igbo Media. Dịka isi wee na-esole anyị, ọ bụ na nke a bụ ụbọchị izizi gị ị na-abịa n'ilu akwụkwọ na Igbo Media, kabaru ka subscribe and turn on your notification ka ị lapụ miss any of our update dịka anyị na-etikwu ya n'ilu akwụkwọ kwa mgbe. Dịka o si dị, o nwere ya wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa gbasịta maka ka ya bụ ife si ada and gbasịta maka ka ya bụ ife si akpọtụ n'ala Igbo. Biko mma achọ ka ige ya bụ ife. Ihe a bụ ihe Biafra Chief of Staff bụ Ngozi Ọrabueze kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ka o si ada na Finland and gbasịta maka Biafran Prime Minister Maazị Simon Ekpa. So igecha ya bụ ife idropụra ifiche n'ilu akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ihe bụ ife ndị a niile okwu. All right, over to you.
People have started ordering their copies from the New Dimension Mandate website, which I know most of you in Biafra government are familiar with. You can go there once the link is out to start ordering. This time I'm going to present the Biafra Constitution, and I'm just going to quickly run through the major areas, not the whole Constitution, just the areas of importance, to let the world know that we are ready as a country. We put everything in place. Our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, has put all the structures needed for us to kickstart our new nation. And we are very, 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 very grateful for that. We also send our thanks to our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who is right here. I know he'll be happy with us, wherever he is. We thank him for that. I want to use this opportunity also to thank all men on ground, the Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra Defense Forces that are safeguarding us and taking care of us every day, taking care of our land, preventing the terrorists from the Nigeria state from raping our women, killing our children, and taking over our land. They do this day and night. And our Prime Minister, Ebuka Obi, has set up the structure for that, from beginning to end. So we are very, very grateful for that. And then we thank our own Ebuka Obi, His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. He is the one that made today's event to be possible. Without him, this may never have happened. So we are very, very grateful. He is the reason for the season. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly present this Constitution. Again, the table of contents for our Constitution is well established. Professor Chairman. Okay, we need it here so I can. So our Constitution covers so many things based on our history and peculiarities and things that are very unique to us as Biafrans. We put all that into consideration in establishing our Constitution. As I said earlier, we have 40 states in the United States of Biafra. Each of these states have 15 counties, and they have the districts, and they have the wards. That is how the government of Biafra is structured. Yeah, but how do I score? Next. All right. Thank you so much. So those of you that are going to get a copy of our Constitution, there are a couple of questions and concerns people have asked in the past. And when you get that copy, please take your time to read every single section of our Constitution. We took care of some of those concerns that people may have in our Constitution. We started with the table of contents for our Constitution. You can see from the beginning, the citizenship, we talked about the confederating state of Biafra. We have a confederate state of Biafra with unicameral form of legislature, which we think is going to serve our people better. And then we talked about the different duties of the states, the relationship between the states and the federal. We have all that covers. We have the citizenship and political rights. We have the relations with foreign states and all that. All that we are captured in our Constitution. Fundamental rights, the citizens' right. Those are basic things that Biafrans have never really enjoyed. Over the years, as we have been part of Nigeria, we've gone through a lot. So those fundamental rights that were denied us as a people, we cover that in our Constitution, where every single Biafran have the power to rise to their highest level, devoid of the ethnicity, the locality, the religion, and all that. We make sure we take care of that to make sure Biafra is and is going to be one of the best countries in the world. We talked about our energy communications in Biafra land. We are going to establish a country where there is freedom of the press. Unlike in Nigeria, where the press is controlled by the government. They are told what to report and what not to report. That is not going to happen in Biafra land. Under our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, we established a constitution that is going to guarantee the freedom of the press and the freedom of the Biafran people to express their opinions without bias. So those are the things that we covered in our Constitution. Our economy is going to be one of the best in the world because we have the brains. We have Biafra brains all over the world, outside the Biafra land, making and building and creating wealth for countries outside Biafra land. Now we want all our people scattered all over the world to come back to Biafra land and start building that. So imagine what is going to happen when all these brains that are building countries outside, when we go back and start building our country, you know what it's going to look like. We covered all that in our Constitution. We also covered about housing, employment, social security, resident permit, civil law, criminal law, finance system. All these were covered in our Constitution. The people and the state. We covered things like the referendum, political parties, all that are covered in our Constitution. The federal authorities. We covered the Federal Assembly, the Confederation, the Parliament, and membership of the Parliament, the structures, what each state is supposed to contribute to the Parliament, both at the state level and at the federal level. All that is covered in our Constitution. And there are so many positions for true Biafrans to occupy in their state or at the federal level to help us build our country. So there's just no need of fighting for any position. We have millions of positions for Biafrans. Duties and powers of the Parliament was also captured. The executive, the National Executive Council, all that was covered. Citizenship, different type of citizenship, either by birth, by naturalization, dual citizenship, citizenship by registration, denial of citizenship. We took the peculiar nature of Biafrans scattered all over the world in developing the citizenship status of our people. Because most Biafrans run away from the Nigerian terrorist state. Because if you express yourself, if you talk about Biafra in Nigeria, they will come after you, they kill you. As I talk right now, Nigerian government under President Tinubu, they deployed Nigerian military and they are roaming the whole streets of Biafra land. And they kill the young boys, the young girls, anybody that is talking about Biafra just for the ideology, you become a victim. Not anymore. We can't allow that to happen anymore. United States of Biafra is now a full-fledged country. We do not need anybody to approve us as a country. Yes. If you think you are going to wait until United Nations approve us as a country, or until African Union approve us as a country, or until Nigerian government say, okay, you all can go now from your own country, you are going to wait forever. It is our right for self-determination. It is our right to choose our leaders. And that is exactly what we are doing. And United Nations approved that, the right for self-determination. African Union approved that. So it is left for them to continue to work with Biafrans, and we are going to continue to reach out to make the statements using all our international lawyers that our Prime Minister already set up, who have already set a lot of things in motion. And I know it won't be long before we all start going home en masse. In developing the citizenship of Biafra, United States of Biafra, our Prime Minister and the committee that worked on the Constitution, they paid special attention to the peculiarities of Biafrans scattered all over the world. Biafrans that have children all over the world. Biafrans that have husbands and wives all over the world. Biafrans have been chased away from Nigeria government all over the world. Those things are captured, and we put in place structures that will make our Biafran citizens to continue to support whatever foreign government or country where they belong to, and at the same time, continue to gradually move back into our Biafra territory. All that is covered in our Constitution. So I know this Constitution of the United States of Biafra, we do acknowledge and affirm with changes, and I'm just going to go ahead and read the final portion of that. The Constitution of the United States of Biafra. The United States of Biafra do acknowledge and affirm with changes the Charter of the Confederating State. Remember, last year we were in Helsinki. We developed a couple of charters that led to this area. Also known as the Biafra-Helsinki Declaration in Finland, and herein referred to as Biafra Charter, unanimously adopted as a prelude act by the Biafra Republic government in exile and the Biafra de facto government in homeland on October 21, 2023. Our resolve, we, the people of the United States of Biafra, resolved to redeclare the May 30, 1967 Biafra Independence Day hereby actualize, renew, reaffirm, declare, and continue in accordance and pursuant to the declaration with all the implications thereof. Recognize and salute the sacrifice of our forefathers, our heroes, who were martyred for the cause of our freedom, and those who were killed because they are Biafrans. Reaffirm the peoples and nations of Biafra make neither war nor peace. We, the state or peoples of Nigeria, we exercise a natural right, a popular right, a political right, and a right supported by United Nations Organization Charter and international law. The right to self-determination, right to self-defense, and right to self-governance, in the certain realization that only the effective exercise of self-determination by the peoples and nation of Biafra will end the state of occupation and subjugation by Nigeria. We proclaim that we are one people of one nation, bound together in the ideology of nationhood. Our language, cultures, and traditions are but of a common root and founded by our ancestors. Establish our nation under the sovereign control and eternal lordship of Elohim, or as called in our various languages. Declare that peace, unity, progress, and equity shall be our drive. The sacrifices made by our heroes shall not be taken for granted. Affirm that our nation shall be one of the finest in the world. We shall enforce our complete resolve to the rule of law, principles of equality of all indigenous people of Biafra before the law, and strict obeisance to fundamental human rights as enshrined in this Constitution. Submit that we stand on the principles of equity between men and women and the right of children as provided in this Constitution. Commit to our sovereignty as Biafra nation in strict respect to state governance under the ordinance of a confederacy as provided in this Constitution. Determine that all forms of sabotage, betrayal, and every criminal action intended to jeopardize our nationhood or prejudicing our collective existence shall be eliminated. Again, this is very, very peculiar to us as a country. All of you are aware how long we've been trying to be a nation. After the end of the Civil War in 1970, when over 3 million of Biafrans were murdered. Those things that were in existence in that time, it is still in existence now. And that is why we cannot take the sabotage of this beautiful struggle. We're not going to take it lightly with anybody. We agree to establish sanity in our system of government based on our indigenous models. We shall operate a consensus and pluralistic structure in our system of government. Stipulate that our system of government, which is constitutional based, shall include effective mechanisms in resolving conflict, promote good governance, eliminate corruption, foster unity, reconciliation, social justice, speedy development, promote orientation culture, multifaceted educational approach, tolerance, and nationhood. We collectively affirm and endorse through our national referendum the Constitution of the United States of Biafra as a confederacy on this day, 29th November 2024. And again, every genuine Biafra here knows what the history that led to the dates, the two dates, and we cannot take anything for granted. And that is why Biafrans, we will continue to outsmart them. We will continue to do what we are doing. And our international lawyers are fully following the dates. So do not worry about that. So, the creation of the United States of Biafra, the Biafra Act, on the day 29 November 2024, legally establishes the United States of Biafra, consisting of 40 states, hence becoming the officially recognized state of Biafra nation as enshrined in the Constitution. So, all of us here, we've read or we've seen all the different sections of the Constitution. If you are here as a Biafran, a friend of Biafran, and if you do not support this Constitution of the United States of Biafra, please raise your hand. If you do not support, raise your hand. And I want the Brigade Media to cover this particular section. If you do not support the Constitution of the United States of Biafra, please raise your hand. 100% support for the Constitution of the United States of Biafra. Thank you so much, Biafrans. USB, the next one. The currency, yes. Thank you so much, Biafrans. That's the way to do that. We are not wasting time. We got to flow. Thank you all so much. At this point, the United States of Biafra Constitution has been adopted. And at the copies, you can pick up your copies and all that. The next item we are going to present to you is the United States of Biafra currency.
Oh, don't be sad. Blangin.
We have met every single criteria to be a nation, and nobody can stop us. Fellow Biafrans and friends of Biafrans, we hereby present the United States of Biafra currency. The Ejema is our money. All right, thank you so much. Yes. All right.
COS. Please, am I permitted? Couple of seconds, please. I want them to get used to the name. Ejema, nejeje na bata. Ejema wijoma. Nejeje na bata. Asim na Ejema wijoma. Ejema.
Our currency is going to be one of the strongest currency in the world. I promise you that. So in providing our currency, we took so many things into consideration based on how other countries, the standard that is operative. While we take the good things from different countries, we also put the good things that the Biafra people have experienced to pass the message to the world. In establishing the currency, we have the notes and we have the coins. If you look at the portrait of our one Ejema note, it has the picture of our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. In the front of the currency, you have the portrait of our Honorable Prime Minister, the denomination 1 in numerals and in English. We have the Bank of Biafra logo. We have the watermark of the Biafra Rising Sun. We have the watermark of the Honorable Prime Minister, the ESM portrait. When you look at our currency, the front, in all Biafran banknotes, you look deeply, you are going to see in the background the picture of our Prime Minister and our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, hidden inside those notes. So when you start using our notes, look out for that. You can't just see it ordinarily, but when you look deep, you will see there are pictures hidden inside all the notes. On the back of, again, in the front of our Biafra notes, you are going to see the signature of the Treasurer of the United States of Biafra and the Secretary to the Treasury. You're also going to see the numbers written on the left upper hand side and on the lower. And then you're going to also see the year that money was printed. All that is going to be captured here. And Biafra notes are going to carry top security features that will make it hard for people to manipulate or fake our currency. On the back of our $1, of our one Ejema, you are going to see the our loyalty to God. Biafra is built. Biafra is built with loyalty to God. We also have the back, the image of the refinery. Biafra country is where we have majority of the mineral resources that comes from Nigeria. But we are the one that don't enjoy those resources. Not anymore. Not anymore. Note. Our 5 agenda have the portrait of Chukwuma Nzogu. We have the denominations, 5 in numerals and English. We have the Bank of Biafra logo. We have the watermark of the Biafra Rising Sun. We have watermark of a palm wine topper. And if you look deep, inside you will see the head of our Prime Minister and the head of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, in that currency. Still same features on the back. On the reverse side, we have the denominations. We have the image of the Obudu Mountain Resort and the Ahun Waterfalls. And we also have the watermark of the images of MNK and ESN. All right. That is our 10 agenda notes. So we have the portrait of our Honorable Mazin Nnamdi Kanu in the front. We have the denomination 10 in numerals and English. We have the Bank of Biafra logo. We have the watermark of the Biafra Rising Sun. We have the United States of Biafra in all our notes. And we also have the 10 agenda used as a background. In the reverse back, we have the image of women farming. In the reverse side, we try to showcase all the different things that are peculiar with Biafrans. And that is what we're, even in this 10 agenda, if you look deeply, you will still see the head of our MNK and our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, in the background. We have the 20 agenda. We have our 20 agenda with the portrait of Margaret Ekpa, the denomination 20 in numerals and English, Bank of Biafra logo, the watermark of the Biafra Rising Sun, 20 agenda used as a background. We have fishermen at the background. On the background shows our loyalty to God. And then also shows the fishermen and some cultural explanations on the background. That is our 20 agenda. Again, all the features we see are consistent in all the notes. So we go to the next note. The agenda note with the portrait of our leader, Philip Effiong. We have the denomination 50 in numerals and English, the Bank of Biafra logo, watermark of images of skyscrapers at the background. Again, each of these notes, if you look inside, you see the head of MNK and ESN inside. On the back, we have our loyalty to God, and then the images of the Afara tree, watermark of the Biafra Rising Sun, and watermark of 50 agenda reading on the background. This is our 50 agenda with the same features we see in our own 1 agenda. We go to the next note. Thank you. Our 100 agenda note has the picture of our own Chukwemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. Again, with all the similar features that we have consistent with our money, And then we have the denominations, 100 in numerals and English, the Bank of Biafra logo, the watermark of the background images, all that. We have that image of a futuristic car and a city scape. We have that on the back with our loyalty to God. Those are the notes that we have. And now we are going to move to the coins.
Ejemma is older than Naira. Ejemma pint and kill Naira.
All right, thank you so much. So, in determining the coins for Biafra, we took so many things into cognizance. So, those that may ask, oh, why the stages, why we chose what we chose. Different countries choose the pictures of people that will be in their currency based on their history. There are countries, I think like United States, most of the pictures that are in their currency are dead individuals. There are other countries in Europe that choose both dead and living. In Biafra, we choose both dead and living. In the design for our one Ejema, you may have noticed we have our Prime Minister on the one Ejema note, and then we have him on the one coin of the coins. The name for our coin is one Ejem. And the reason we have him at that one is all these people we featured, they've played a major role in Biafra restoration, in bringing the United States of Biafra. But the individual that has made it happen today is our Obato Obie. Yes, and we give credit to all the people that have tried, that have done the same thing in the past. We chose him on the one AJ coin, one Ejema coin, because we strongly believe, usually in most countries, the one is usually the one most people use. So we try to make sure that every child, every individual, every person in Biafra, as they continue to use the one Ejema in buying things or selling, they will always remember what this individual did to bring the United States of Biafra. So in the front of the one Ejema coin. So we have one Ejema in the coin and we have one Ejema in the note. That is the only one that comes in coin and in note. So we have the portrait of His Excellency by Simon Njoku. We have the denomination one in numeral. The reverse back, we have the image of the three-headed dragon logo, which he loves so much.
Conquering dragon, conquering dragon.
Then we have our one Ejem. One Ejem is the lowest, like just a regular coin. One Ejem have the image of the map of Biafra. That is the map of Biafra in front of one Ejem, and the back image of a computer depicting our prowess in the field of technology. And the primary color is gold. So we go to our next coin. So in our 5 Ejem coin, we have our own Ikonsor, and then we have okay, and we have the denomination 5 in numerals. In the back, we have the image of a landscape with a palm tree and the rising sun at the background. Then we have our 10 Ejem coin. You all remember Bruce Mayrock? We honor Bruce Mayrock. He was the guy that set himself on fire in front of the United Nations building because of the killings and atrocities that Nigeria did to Biafra during the Civil War, 1967 to 1970. He set himself on fire, and that's why we honor him. And on the back, we have the image of basket of mixed fruits and vegetables, showing that Biafra land is a land of vegetation, high vegetation. We have the 25 coin, 25 a gem coin. And we have Chief Frank Opigo. He was the one that coined the name Biafra. And that is the portrait of Chief Frank Opigo, denomination 25 in numerals. At the back, we have the image of the palm tree, denomination 25 in numeral, and English primary color is silver. That is the end.
And what Neno from Igbo Media, boy by Sone Yabozi, Joe Kempa, but Starbuck Yemen Nigeria, and the enemy teacher, na Eastern Region, and Uno Kosia Dana Finland, and the Biafran Prime Minister, KCGD, the update, and the Yabo Biafran declaration came in Finland. So Yelina Kaya, I know Telu Nira Huko. Kifi Oliku Bastama Kayabo, Chief of Staff Hukasi Nira Huko, Yanebo Tagasiaka, and the new development on Biafra, of United States of Biafra. So Yabi Feka Isikai, Tiedo no Kono, why Funchano den Kono Bastama Kayabi Fe.